a speech by Chief Freddie A. Williams, L.B., in honor of Elder Supreme Chief Mother and Grandmaster Teacher Yaffa Bay and the Grandmaster Godfather of Consciousness, Reverend Dr. Phil Valentine. Greetings to the esteemed indigenous peoples of Turtle Island, the true stewards of this land. I stand here today as Freddie A. Williams L.B., a humble servant of our people, in honor of Elder Supreme Chief Mother and Grandmaster Teacher Yaffa Bay, as well as the Grandmaster of Consciousness, Rev. Dr. Phil Valentine. Their guidance has shined a light on our path back to our heritage, our history, and the strength that flows through the bloodlines of our autochthonous ancestors. Today, we gather not only to honor our elders, but to examine the path forward, acknowledging the sacrifices and resilience of our ancestors who have safeguarded this sacred inheritance. As Reverend Dr. Phil Valentine articulated so powerfully in his teachings, we are the Autochthonous Americans, the true Aboriginal, indigenous peoples of Turtle Island. Our history, however, is under constant threat from outside forces and systems designed to divert us from our purpose, to dilute our unity, and to control our consciousness. The tactics of deception, agent provocateurs, and foreign influence. Our lands, our culture, and our people have been subject to centuries of foreign influence and manipulation. Outside forces, some in the form of governments, corporations, and agent provocateurs, have systematically infiltrated our communities with tactics meant to divide us. These agent provocateurs operate subtly, often positioning themselves within our communities as allies or advocates, only to destabilize us from within. Their methods are tactical, sowing seeds of discord, promoting divisions based on minor differences, and creating false narratives that alienate us from each other. This tactic isn't new. It's part of a centuries-old playbook aimed at weakening indigenous unity, so foreign powers can claim control over our land, our resources, and our very identity. We have seen these agents in various forms, promoting narratives that divide us by language, region, and even skin tone. Their aim is to weaken the unbreakable bond we share as autochthonous people. Let us not forget that we are the copper-colored people of Turtle Island, the custodians of this sacred land. As long as we remain united, we maintain the power to reclaim our rights, our resources, and our future. Moving towards the future, smart city infrastructure as a path forward. As we look to the future, it is critical that we design solutions rooted in the principles of sustainability, autonomy, and indigenous wisdom. One such solution lies in the concept of smart city infrastructure. By integrating technology with sustainable practices, we can build communities that honor our ancestral connection to the land while equipping us to thrive in a modern world. Smart cities can help us create self-sufficient communities that use resources responsibly, produce their own energy, and provide for their people in a way that aligns with indigenous values. Our ancestors mastered sustainability long before it became a buzzword, and as we step forward, we carry this wisdom with us. By investing in smart infrastructure, we can fortify our communities against external influences while enhancing our quality of life, health, and resilience. Imagine a future where our communities control their own water sources, generate their own energy, and cultivate their own food. Smart cities can help us reclaim our autonomy by reducing dependency on foreign-controlled resources and infrastructure. However, to ensure these technologies serve us and not exploit us, they must be designed, built, and managed by us. Laws and statutes supporting our Autochthonous inheritance Our right to Turtle Island is not simply a matter of heritage. It is protected by historical laws and statutes that recognize our sovereignty and the obligations of the United States to uphold this sovereignty. The passing of House Concurrent Resolution 331 was a formal acknowledgement by Congress of the U.S. government's responsibility to protect and preserve indigenous American cultures and communities. This resolution, though symbolic, serves as a reminder that our rights are enshrined in law and that the government owes us preservation and respect for our way of life. Additionally, the concepts presented in Grand Master Reverend Dr. Phil Valentine's teachings, as well as resources such as The Journey for the Demand of Melanated Indigenous Americans, Reparation Taxes, Component Placement, emphasize the power we have when we reclaim our identity and demand our rights. We must use these legal foundations as a shield against those who seek to undermine us. The Autochthonous Inheritance Act could serve as a model for restoring the rights and resources owed to Autochthonous Americans. Such legislation would formalize reparation taxes, lands, and resource rights back to indigenous Americans, ensuring that the copper-colored people of Turtle Island receive the compensation and recognition they deserve. This proposal is more than just financial. It's a step toward reclaiming our place on our ancestral lands. A call to action, a Jill Carnival and Autochthonous event in honor of alive and well Elder Supreme Chief Mother and Grandmaster Teacher Yaffa Bay. I am calling all indigenous tribes, leaders, warriors, and creatives to unite for an event of resilience and celebration. Agile Carnival, sustainable living for all people. This is more than an event. It is a movement, a collective honoring of our heritage, and a commitment to a sustainable future. We invite all from the north, south, east, and west to join us as we celebrate life, resilience, and the spirit of Turtle Island. Visit our website, autochthonous.co, to sign up and become a part of this transformative gathering. Together, we can create a lasting impact that honors our ancestors and builds a future worthy of our children. Closing, protection through sovereign expression. Today, I speak as an autochthonous chief, under the protection of House Congress Resolution 331, which binds the United States to protect and preserve indigenous Americans and their cultures. This statement is not just a speech, it is an invocation of our rights, our truth, and our resilience. Let this serve as a reminder that our words are not to be held against us, but honored as an expression of our heritage, our autonomy, and our sovereignty. The journey we undertake is a sacred one, and as we honor our past, we shape the future for all Autochthonous Americans. In unity and resilience, Chief Freddie A. Williams, L. Bay, Autochthonous Chief Environmental and Sustainability Officer and Cultural Steward of Turtle Island. Disclosure Statement: Autochthonous trademark and copyrighted event presented by Freddie A. Williams, L. Bay, in honor of Elder Supreme Chief Mother and Grandmaster Teacher Yaffa Bay, is currently in the making. This event is an invitation to all indigenous peoples of Turtle Island. All rights and content are protected under the Autochthonous American Indigenous Disclaimer. References. Dr. Phil Valentine, explaining American Indian history. Grandmaster Reverend Dr. Phil Valentine's YouTube proposal on autochthonous rights. Let us unite under the sacred duty to protect and sustain our autochthonous heritage as the original people of Turtle Island.